Alrighty, what is going on, guys? Willis here, back again. Another Borderlands 3 video today. A bit of a long one for you guys today. In this video, we're going to be going over 10 insane legendaries in Borderlands 3. These may not be the best legendaries in the game, but they are the coolest ones I have found so far. And the effects, and I guess all the cool stuff they do is just insane. And I thought I would share it with you guys. So if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit it with a like. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing as we post daily Borderlands content. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. So starting off, we've got the Poison Polybius. This is a shotgun. It is a acid shotgun and it's pretty nuts. The cool thing is what it does is it pretty much fires in horizontal and vertical lines, and because it is a TDO weapon, once you're done with it, you can throw it and it will actually turn into like a little mini grenade. And yeah, it's pretty decent. It does good damage. The cool thing, like I said, which is awesome about it, is the fact that you can throw it because it's a TDO weapon, a little mini grenade, and obviously it has the horizontal and vertical, I guess, little orbs that come out of it. And yeah, it's pretty unique in the fact that it does this. I don't think I've seen any other weapon that shoots these horizontal or vertical lines. And yeah, it's just a cool shotgun. Coming up next, we've got probably my favorite shotgun in the game. This is actually my main DPS shotgun. It's called the Cocky Flakka. And I'm not sure if this is on Borderlands 1 or 2. I didn't play much of those, but this is actually nuts. So what it does is when you shoot it, it pretty much explodes. Obviously, because it's torque weapon, it's based around like rockets and stuff. This one-shots most badasses in the game on like Mayhem 3, which is actually crazy. Like I said, I don't know if the damage is bugged right now, like the grenade video, but this thing is actually really good and I like it. Obviously, there's no other shotguns, I don't think, in the game that have this exploding crazy effect where it's just a cluster bomb of explosions. Very, very cool. The fact that it's a shotgun surprises me. I would think it would probably be better off as a rocket launcher. I don't know, but I'm not complaining. The range isn't that great, unfortunately, and you need to be very careful. If you're too close to this explosion, you can quite easily kill yourself with this shotgun. So yeah, be very careful. Also, if you're wondering how to get these legendaries, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a spreadsheet in the video description, pretty much showing how to get every single legendary in the game. There are certain legendaries in this video that you can only get from random drops, but others, there is a set way to get them. So I'll leave a little spreadsheet in the video description so you can check out how to get these. So coming up next, this one is definitely one of the cooler of the whole top 10. So this is the Ruby's Wrath rocket launcher. This is actually really cool. So what it does is it has two fire modes. It has a vortex grenade mode and I guess a tracking missile mode. So basically how you make it work is you fire the vortex grenade, and once the vortex grenade has tagged a few enemies, you can then switch to the other fire mode, which is, I guess, the cluster missiles, and these smart rockets will actually track anyone that is hit by the vortex grenade. So let's take a look on how it works here. So essentially, like I said, you just deploy the vortex grenade, it'll tag enemies in an AoE, and then any enemies that are hit will get pretty much tracked by the smart rockets that fire out. And you can pretty much just spam it if it was like a boss. This would be extremely good to use if you're against the boss, just because you could tag him and then just literally just fire your rockets in the air and all of these smart rockets will just hit the target. So coming up next, we've got a pretty awesome pistol. This is the Burning Devil's Foursome, and this is a pistol. I don't know why, but it seems like a lot of people don't really like pistols in Borderlands 3. I'm sure they were the hype in Borderlands 2, but this pistol is pretty cool. It's kind of awkward to actually shoot your target because it fires out these three sort of homing rockets that crash into each other, and it makes a really big fiery explosion. Really good for clearing out groups of mobs. Fortunately, it isn't on the stronger side of things. It's just got a really, really cool effect, which is what this video is pretty much all about. The coolest legendaries that I have right now, I guess. So coming up next, we've got the Compressing Firestorm. This is a sniper rifle. Got quite a big variety of legendaries in this video. So essentially what this does is you charge it up and it will pretty much fire out rapid sniper shots, sending these, I don't even know what they are. They're like orbs that are just floating in the sky. These orbs will then crash to the ground and make explosions. So yeah, it's good for clearing out groups of enemies. You pretty much just snipe your target, all the orbs fly in the air, and if he's still under the orbs, he'll get rained down upon by these fiery little mini suns. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to actually make it work where I could snipe someone and then they would stay there long enough for me to kill them with the flying little orbs. They would always move, but I guess it's okay. If there was like a stationary boss or something, it would be a decent weapon, but I like the effect. It's pretty cool. So in no specific order either, this is probably one of my favorite legendaries that we're going to be going over in this video. This is the Fire Sail Long Musket XXL, and I actually managed to get the anointed version, which is awesome. So this is actually, I guess, a little Easter egg to Elon Musk's Flamethrower, because it is a flamethrower. It's a TDO flamethrower, and how it works is you throw it down and you can pretty much make little flamethrower sentries. So here you can see me pretty much just throwing a few down. I just throw them on the ground, and then as soon as you like aggro an enemy with the flamethrower, all of your little mini flame turrets will just run to the target and they'll pretty much just be it looks hilarious. It's actually funny as hell, and then they just dive into the target. It's so cool. I think it's the only flamethrower in the game as well, so it's really cool. It's really funny as well, just seeing all of the little mini TDO robots just chasing the enemies around while setting them on fire. So it's definitely up there on my top 10 list. Coming up next, we've probably got one of the most highest DPS legendaries that I've seen. This is an assault rifle. It's the Oozing Gratifying Laser Exploder, and the perk or the text says lasers and explosions, question mark, exclamation point. So this is a acid. I'm pretty sure you can get it in other elements as well. But this does a lot of damage. The thing that makes it do a lot of damage as well is the fact that it has 814 damage at level 50, and it has a perk on it which it does 33% weapon damage. Really, really good. So how it works is it fires out a beam of acid, and when you are channeling this beam, it'll fire out mini little, I guess, grenade rockets that just fly out and do splash damage. So it's really, really cool. I like it a lot. And once again, the reason I really like it is because it does a lot of damage, and it is actually one of the main weapons I use. Really, really good for destroying armor as well. The yellow health bar, definitely up there on the top 10 list. Coming up next, we've got a very, very interesting one. This is another pistol. This is the Oozing Pent-Up Rose and Thorns, and once again, I got the anointed version, which is really good. So what makes this really special is it's a, I guess, splash damage pistol. It has 1,211 damage. The fire rate isn't that fast, but it has a really cool effect where it shoots fire and acid at the same time. So if you're fighting a target that has armor and health, this is extremely, extremely powerful. And the thing that made me pick it was the fact that it has a really unique, I guess, firing mode where you can change to stickies, and it'll actually stick the target with acid, and then you can use the main fire mode to just shoot it with fire to just melt it, which is really, really good. I like this gun a lot. So that's been 8 weapons. Following up, we're going to be doing 2 grenades to, I guess, round off the top 10. So this is the main grenade I'm using right now. This is Moxie's Bouncing Pear. So how this works is it bounces grenades. So it bounces a solar and a electric grenade. So if you're ever fighting someone with shields and fire, this is really, really good. And it does a lot of damage as well, which is the main reason I use it. It just bounces. Like, it does all the damage you need. You just throw a bunch before you start the fight. They'll just bounce everywhere and do a ton of damage. Definitely my top 3 grenade. It's really, really good. And then finishing off with another grenade. This is actually the Quasar. Now, this is a legendary grenade. The little text, it says E equals MC. Oh my god, WTF. And this is actually a longbow grenade. If you don't know what longbow or Hyperion grenades do, sometimes if you get a longbow, they will actually teleport to the destination instead of having a travel time. So this actually flies into the air. And the reason I like this grenade is it groups enemies up. It really it also makes like a black hole sort of thing where it sucks all the enemies into it, and it will actually charge these enemies with like electricity and just deplete their shield. So if there's ever a bunch of enemies in the room, you throw this, they'll all just get grouped up, zapped, and they'll have no shields. So yeah. So that's pretty much been the top 10, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, if you want to figure out how to get any of these legendaries that have been shown in the video, go down in the video description. There'll be a spreadsheet to a bunch of legendaries in the game. Shout out to the person who made it. It's someone from Reddit. I will link the post and stuff like that. But these are my, I guess, top 10 coolest legendaries that I have in my collection. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely leave a like and turn that bell notification on to not miss a video. This has been Willis Gaming, guys. I will see you in my next one, and peace.